Hey everyone, and welcome to another Star Wars Games update, where we bring you all of the latest and greatest in Star Wars gaming news. Massive Entertainment, Ubisoft, and Lucasfilm Games pulled back the curtain today on the first ever open-world Star Wars game called Star Wars Outlaws, releasing in 2024 on PC and the next-gen consoles. Set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, players will step into the role of Kay Vess, a clever scoundrel looking to make it big in the galaxy so she can buy her freedom. Joined by a BX commando droid and her pet companion, Kay's adventure will apparently involve staging a heist. Supposedly, one of the biggest heists the Outer Rim has ever seen against a crime syndicate in the region. Now, while the cinematic trailer released on Sunday was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, you definitely can't beat a full-on gameplay walkthrough, and that is exactly what we got on Monday. Through this said gameplay footage, it follows Kay on the planet Tashara as she infiltrates and hastily escapes from a syndicate garage, delivering a mix of traditional stealth and shooter gameplay, as well as some fun vehicular speeder bike chases. There's definitely some noticeable Star Wars flavor to it all, as Kay can change her blaster bolt type on the fly, or use her little furry companion Nyx, voiced by D. Bradley Baker, to distract and harass her foes. There's also some interesting story threads shown off too, like Kay meeting her battle droid companion ND5, and a meeting with a Mon Calamari information broker that sets Kay across the paths of the Empire. And of course, as with any good smuggler, Kay's attitude leads her to needing to flee the planet and the Empire's interests. It's all very Star Wars, and the promise of being able to travel between worlds in your own starship and run jobs however you want is very compelling. And for once, it's interesting to see a modern Star Wars game that is seemingly issuing a focus on anything that's particularly Force or Jedi related in the time of the Empire. Although it does make me curious on how the same fans who hated Andor will respond to this. As well, the main argument they had in that show was the lack of the Jedi, Sith, and the Force, which seems that will be exactly the case here. Now, as for myself, I think it goes without saying that the game visually looks stunning, and very much on how many of us had imagined an open-world Star Wars game to eventually look like. The two companions here with the cute little critter and the BX commando droid are also neat additions, which gives a little something familiar but new at the same time. However, my only issues with Outlaws right now so far might be the gunplay looking a bit stale and flat. But that's understandable given that this is still a dev build after all and can and should easily change and be improved by release next year. Now, you can't say the same about my other issue, which is nonetheless Kay, whom to me seems like a missed opportunity not to have this game be a canon version of, say, Dash Rendar. As, I don't know about you, but so far I'm not really vibing with this Kay character. Now, that will probably change once we do get to know more about her and such, but I personally think that she looks a bit too safe and boring. I mean, another white brunette scoundrel slash smuggler, she's pretty much Han Solo but in female form. It's been done before, so it just seems boring to me. I'd much rather have had an alien lead, as that would actually been something new, different, and fresh, as I mean, we already had Iden Versio and Cal Kestis as human protagonists. So, you know, why not something new? Or at the very least, give us a character generator like KOTOR did, where we designed the look of our own protagonist, as that was a big part that made KOTOR so great. I mean, yeah, the game itself and the story was good, but so was this as well, so it's disappointing that we're stuck with this pre-made character. Heck, just imagine how much cooler this would have been if Kay was a Mandalorian instead of some generic scoundrel, right? Either way, I'm sure by the time I do get my hands on Outlaws, I'll probably stop caring about this. But for now, it will surely be something at the back of my mind. Regardless, what's most important is that the game does look gorgeous and fun to play, and the fact that it will have multiple well-known and brand new planets to travel and explore, as well that we're getting finally our very first open-world Star Wars game already next year is enough to get any Star Wars fan excited for what's to come. And that will do it for the Star Wars Games update. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share it, and subscribe to the channel to not only support it, but to keep up with Star Wars news, gaming, and canon lore released every week. And consider following me on Twitter and Facebook to never miss out on the latest Star Wars content. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.